If you watched my last video, you know the IMS bearing isn't as terrifying as the internet makes it seem. 3 to 5% failure rate, preventable with a $3,500 upgrade. Not the end of the world. But here's what nobody tells you. There are 6 other things on the 996 that will break. Not might break, will break. Some are cheap, some are expensive. One of them can destroy your engine if you ignore it. I'm gonna walk through all 6, tell you how much each one costs to fix, and explain which ones need immediate attention versus which ones you can defer for years. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what you're signing up for when you buy a 996. Let's start with the most common issue every 996 owner deals with. Problem number 1, the rear main seal leak. The rear main seal sits at the back of the engine where the crankshaft connects to the transmission. It's a rubber seal. Heat cycles break it down over time. Eventually, it starts leaking oil. This happens to 50 to 70% of 996s, maybe higher. You'll notice it during a pre-purchase inspection. Oil residue at the back of the engine. Small drips on your garage floor after the car sits overnight. The seal itself costs $20. The repair costs $1,200 to $2,500. Why? Because the mechanic has to drop the entire transmission to reach it. 8 to 12 hours of labor. That's where the money goes. Most owners wait until the clutch needs replacement, then do both jobs at once. Smart move. The transmission is already out, so you're just adding $200 in parts instead of paying for the full labor twice. Can you live with a rear main seal leak? Yes, if it's minor. Top off your oil every few weeks. Keep cardboard under the car in your garage. Monitor the leak to make sure it doesn't get worse. If it's dripping heavily, fix it. Oil contamination will ruin your clutch, and then you're paying for both repairs anyway. This is annoying, not catastrophic. Every air-cooled 911 leaks oil. The 996 does too. Next problem is more serious. Problem number 2, coolant pipe failure. The 996 uses plastic coolant pipes. 2 of them run across the top of the engine, the crossover pipe and the Y pipe. Both carry hot coolant under pressure. Plastic plus heat plus age equals cracks. The pipes get brittle after 15 to 20 years. Small cracks form at the bins and mounting points. Eventually, those cracks split wide open. When that happens, your entire cooling system empties in 30 to 60 seconds. The temperature gauge spikes. If you don't shut the engine off immediately, you can warp the cylinder heads or blow the head gasket. $15,000 repair if you keep driving. 30 to 50% of 996s with original plastic pipes will experience this failure. Some at 60,000 miles, some at 150,000. You can't predict it. The fix is simple. Replace the plastic pipes with upgraded metal versions. Parts cost $400 to $800. Labor is 3 to 5 hours. Total cost, $800 to $2,000. LN Engineering makes the most popular kit. Renline makes another good one. Both are permanent solutions. Metal doesn't crack from heat. Can you live with original plastic pipes? Only if you're gambling. If your 996 still has the factory pipes and it's more than 15 years old, budget for this repair within the next year. Don't wait until they fail on the highway 300 miles from home. This is the one issue on this list that can actually hurt the engine. Everything else is just annoying or expensive. Problem number 3, window regulator failure. Every power window has a regulator, a motor, a cable, and a set of plastic guide clips. Porsche used cheap plastic components. The cable frays, the clips break, the motor wears out. 70 to 90% of 996s need at least one window regulator replaced over the car's lifetime. Usually the driver's side fails first because it gets the most use. You'll know it's failing when you hear grinding noises, the window moves slowly, or it drops into the door and won't come back up. That last one is a problem if it happens in the rain. The repair costs $400 to $800 per window at a shop. Parts are $150 to $400 if you do it yourself. Window regulator replacement is one of the easiest DIY jobs on the 996. You need basic tools and 2 hours. YouTube has dozens of tutorials. Can you live with a failing window regulator? Sure, until it completely dies. If the window is stuck down and you can't get it back up, you're taping plastic over the opening until you fix it. Not ideal for security or weather protection. Budget $500 per window. If multiple regulators are original and the car has 90,000 miles, expect to replace 2 or 3 of them over the next few years. This is a minor annoyance. Every 996 owner has dealt with it. Problem number 4. Steering intermediate shaft bearing. This is not the IMS bearing, completely different part. The steering column has a collapsible joint for crash safety. That joint uses a bearing and a splined shaft connection. Over time, the bearing wears, the grease dries out, play develops in the joint. You'll hear a single clunk when you turn the steering wheel at low speed, parking lot maneuvers, slow turns. 40 to 60% of 996s develop this clunk. It sounds bad. It's not dangerous. The steering won't fail. The clunk is just mechanical slop in the worn bearing. You can replace the entire intermediate shaft for $600 to $1,200. Or you can rebuild the existing shaft with a $50 kit if you're mechanically inclined. Most owners live with the clunk for years. Some ignore it indefinitely. Can you live with it? Absolutely. The car is safe to drive. The noise is just annoying. If you can tolerate the sound, defer this repair until you're bored and want a project. If it drives you crazy every time you park, fix it. Problem number 5. Air oil separator failure. The air oil separator, AOS for short, removes oil mist from crankcase vapors before they vent into the intake manifold. Internal diaphragms crack, valves stick, oil passages clog. When the AOS fails, oil mist passes through to the intake instead of being separated out. Your engine starts burning oil. 1 quart every 1,000 miles, sometimes more. You'll also see blue smoke from the exhaust on cold starts. Rough idle. Check engine light with lean condition codes. 50 to 70% of 996s need AOS replacement over the car's lifetime. Most failures happen between 60,000 and 100,000 miles. The repair costs $700 to $1,500. The part itself is $300 to $500. Can you live with AOS failure? Short term, yes. Long term, no. Burning a quart of oil every 1,000 miles gets expensive. $5 per quart oil adds up. And the oil contamination in your intake system will eventually cause other problems. If you're shopping for a 996 and the owner mentions it uses a little oil between changes, ask how much. 1 quart per 5,000 miles is normal. 1 quart per 1,000 miles means the AOS is failing. Negotiate $1,000 off the price and fix it immediately after you buy the car. Problem number 6. Coil pack failure. The 996 has 6 cylinders. Each cylinder has a spark plug. Each spark plug needs high voltage to fire. The coil pack provides that voltage. The 996 has 6 coil packs. They sit directly on the engine, exposed to extreme heat and vibration. Eventually, internal windings break down. The coil stops firing. That cylinder misfires. You'll feel rough idle, hesitation under load. Check engine light with misfire codes, P0300 through P0306. 80 to 100% of 996s need coil pack replacement eventually. Most failures happen between 70,000 and 120,000 miles. Here's the smart move. When one coil pack fails, replace all 6. Why? Because they're the same age. If one died, the others are close behind. Replacing one coil pack costs $200 to $300 at a shop. Replacing all 6 costs $500 to $900. Replacing one now and then the other 5 separately over the next year costs $1,500 in total labor charges. False economy. Can you live with a failing coil pack? Not really. The car runs like garbage. Misfires cause rough idle and poor performance. Fix it. Here's the good news. Coil pack replacement is the easiest repair you'll do on a 996. 5mm Allen key. 30 minutes for all 6. First time DIY job. Buy the parts for $250 to $600 depending on brand. Do it yourself. Save $400 in labor. Let's add it up. If you bought a 996 today and addressed all 6 of these issues over the next 5 years, you're looking at $6,000 to $11,000. Rear main seal during clutch replacement, $4,000 combined. Metal coolant pipes, $1,200. 2 window regulators, $1,200. Steering intermediate shaft, $800. AOS replacement, $1,000. Coil packs, $700. Total, $9,200 over 5 years, $1,800 per year. Is that a lot? Yes, but compare it to the alternatives. A 997 costs $40,000 to $60,000 to buy, $15,000 to $25,000 more than a 996. Then it needs the same maintenance plus IMS bearing issues on early models. A BMW E46 M3 costs similar money to a 996, but rod bearing replacement costs $3,500 and subframe reinforcement costs $2,500. You're at $6,000 before you even start normal maintenance. A Corvette C5 is cheaper to maintain, 60 to 75 cents per mile versus the 996's 87 cents per mile. But you're driving a Corvette, not a Porsche 911. The 996 is still the best value in performance cars. You just need to know what you're getting into. If you want the complete breakdown of every 996 issue, how to inspect for them during a pre-purchase inspection, what to pay, and how to negotiate repair costs into your offer, I've created the Porsche 996 Ownership Blueprint. It's a comprehensive guide that covers everything we just talked about, plus year-by-year buying recommendations, parts suppliers, and a printable inspection checklist you can take directly to the mechanic. This is exactly what I use when I'm profiling a 996 for a buyer. The blueprint is built on legal discovery data from the Eisen lawsuit, technical documentation from IMS bearing specialists, and real-world ownership experience. It's designed to keep you from becoming another cautionary tale. Link in the description if you want to get ahead of the game. Next week, I'm breaking down the actual cost of 996 ownership over 5 years. Oil changes, tires, brakes, insurance, everything. Subscribe so you don't miss it. Which of these 6 problems worries you most? Let me know in the comments.